It is a beautiful morning because, my friend, we are celebrating. Yes, it is Heritage Month, but we are also actually celebrating Tourism Month. And this is one of the most beautiful things about South Africa, the fact that we've got ties all across the world. And one such tie that we are also celebrating, if you did not know, I'm here to tell you, the 30th anniversary in terms of the diplomatic ties that South Africa has got with Jamaica. And we decided to bring in the big guns, okay? We not only have the Jamaican High Commissioner with us today, we have also got an incredible chef, Chef Lumley, who is going to be telling us all about the beautiful food that makes Jamaica, Jamaica, and the ways in which we all get to bond over food because we know how much we love it here in South Africa. But my friend, we're also hearing all about South Africa and Jamaica and truly being a winning duo in absolutely everything. And that is why we've got our High Commissioner, Joan, with us this morning. Let's give them a beautiful feel-good welcome, everybody. Joan Thomas Edwards, how are you, beautiful?
I'm very well, thank you. And thank you so much for having us.
Of course, thank you guys for being here. High Commissioner, I have to start with you because I feel like, you know what, when we talk about this 30 years of, diplomatic ties with South Africa and Jamaica, it is a huge milestone. And this is why then we could just, talk about this a little bit in terms of its significance. What does it actually mean?
Well, firstly, I should remind you that Jamaica and South Africa, we share a rich history, historical bonds.
Yeah.
Jamaica has been always supportive of South Africa in its quest for democracy.
Yes.
And the fact that you have achieved 30 years of democracy, Jamaica is right there with you and stands with you in celebrating this milestone. So that's how we have been intertwined.
Yes.
But for 30 years, we have built on that historical relationship in terms of four things: the culture, or cultural linkages. So we have arrangements, we have the educational exchanges, we have sports, we have tourism. So these are four things we have in common.
Yeah.
And over the past 30 years, we have had bilateral arrangements, agreements, which we are now seeking to build on, to bring a more tangible relationship between Jamaica and South Africa. So those are four things that we have been working on.
Beautiful.
And we have been doing well with that.
Very well.
Very well.
I mean, even at the Netball World Cup last year that was hosted in South Africa, all the South Africans were for Jamaica.
Yes.
And we absolutely loved it because it was just like this camaraderie that was so beautiful.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, even though we beat South Africa.
You guys beat us. But as in, with you guys making it to the final, we were so excited about it as South Africa. But Brian, then food also brings us together. I feel like it should be number 5 there with the pillars because it's something that we all just really have that common love for. Talk to us about how you plan to and what excites you most about introducing Jamaican food to South Africans.
Agreed. I was actually surprised because of the strong relationship that we have with South Africa. There are no Jamaican restaurants here.
Right.
And the palate, I believe, is similar. It's just that in Jamaica, we tend to like our food a little bit more bold, the spices coming out. And being on the continent of Africa, you're going to have a wide variety of food. Our food actually is very much influenced by Africa.
Love that.
As well as, the European settlers who had come through the ranks.
Yes.
And what excites me the most of introducing Jamaican food to, the week are the similarities you have. So like braai, that I'm told, has a lot of similarities to jerk. Jerk is not just the seasoning that we use on the meat and spices, but it's the way of how we roast and cook our meats. Right? Is that slow, smoky barbecue kind of feel like you can already taste it.
I was going to say, I'm hungry now.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm excited to introduce that. We love curry goat. We like our meat and our offals too, so our tripes. We have a soup called manish water that I'm excited to introduce to our guests this week. We have a bunch of events happening along this week.
Yes, like your masterclasses, correct? Right? I love that.
Yeah, so it's a way to introduce our cuisine, the history of our cuisine. And I'm also going to give them a taste of our ackee and saltfish, which is our national dish. It's pretty unique around the world. I think there's only a few places in Africa that consume this fruit.
Yeah.
In the way that it's done, because it's a fruit, but it's had in a savory way, right, that you have to cook and boil and mush up. So I'm gonna introduce this spectacularly.
I love that. And then you spoke about the similarities. Talk to me about how you're going to actually highlight those in your masterclasses between the cuisines found in South Africa and in Jamaica.
Sure. So For example, so there's a lot of things that I see South Africans use and Jamaican use, but we don't use it in the same way.
Yes.
So cassava, for example, we use it to make a bami, which is a starch that we serve with fish. So we fry that and have it with escovitch fish. Here in South Africa, I say that you use bami in a different way. You use it in your beers, you use it in porridges,
yeah.
you use it in meals. So it's really cool ways of learning from each other. Say like cream spinach is a big thing here.
Yes, it's huge.
Right?
We love cream spinach.
We have kalaloo, which is a kind of thicker leaf, but it's a similar cook down.
Yeah.
We would add coconut milk to that and, as a stew. And it's soft and flavorful, but it's just a stronger flavor. Like cream spinach is delicious. I've tasted it yesterday with some seafood.
Which one's better?
Butternut squash. They're both good in its own right.
He's trying to keep the 30 years of peace peaceful. Okay, I see you, Chef Lamley.
I mean, we're already, you know, I don't want to. Sport is one thing. It's food is all good. It's
I
vibes.
love that.
It's vibes.
And with the culinary tour, very quickly, Joan, I just want to ask you, how do you feel it's going to strengthen ties with South Africa and Jamaica?
Well, food is a unifier. So food is something. In Jamaica, we have an expression, come let us eat our food.
Yeah.
So here in South Africa, when we ask you to dine with us, we will unify you, we'll bring you together. So food will be the unifier.
I love that.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for coming through. I absolutely love everything about you guys, your culture, your country. And this is why one day I'm coming to visit. And when you open that restaurant, I'm ready to invest in South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Well,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
so
guys.
much. Pleasure.
Oh, my word, my lovely. I'm sure you didn't know that today, as we celebrate Heritage Day, we're also celebrating 30 years of Jamaica and South Africa having those beautiful diplomatic ties. And it'll only continue to grow stronger and stronger, which we absolutely love. And this is another thing that we also love to talk about. It is us finding out how we can get involved in the great things happening around us. And it is with those masterclasses that are going to be happening, my friend. So do not miss out on them to experience that beautiful, beautiful way of Jamaica right here in South Africa. Right about now, though, I do want to get into just a little bit of, something that I do also want to know. And this, for me, is what I love about our Feel Good Breakfast show. It is the fact that we jump into everything, from food to music to everything and more. And this is why I want to know, Cape Teasy, what's going on, my honey pie?